guys. This video is something I took just recently. I just decided to put the camera on my dashboard. I wanted to go out and film something in the rain, and I didn't want to get my camera wet, so I just came up with the idea of driving around and filming, and I think the effects are pretty good. So just sit back and watch the rain hit the windshield, and just let it all wash right over you. It's a very peaceful drive, and we'll take in some quite diverse scenery. It's really relaxing. This is the freeway that we're driving down. It's where I live in Perth, Western Australia. So we're driving down the freeway, and that's what you can see in the distance is the city skyline. It's pretty small, there's not many buildings, but it is a rapidly expanding city. Too quickly. I think when they designed the city, they didn't plan on it expanding so much, and that's why they kind of stuffed now, because they can't have many skyscrapers in this tiny little area, and that's what they're kind of in a dead end, because they didn't plan for expansion at this magnitude. So that's a little bit of history about Perth. It has been changing a lot in the last 10 years. I'm going to suck on some hard candy, because I know that's quite effective. And I'll just open the bag. What you see there now to your left is the most recent installment, the Perth Arena. I've been in there once. It's only 2 years old or something, but it's really quite nice, quite well laid out. We desperately needed a new stadium, as the old one was so outdated, and there's a lot of outdated buildings in Perth that need to be destroyed, in my opinion. So as you can see, there's a lot of roadworks, but I love walking around or driving around in the rain. It's just such a beautiful experience, because I love the rain. I don't know who doesn't. I suppose when you don't see it so much, it's much more of a treat than if you say lived in the UK or something, where you get it all the time. Now it's kind of like sunshine over here, roads and everything, and the grey colours. It actually turned out pretty well. So I'll just do some sucking on the hard candy. I always go to my favourite place in the city to get this candy. The same place every time, but they're amazing. They're called rock candy, and they make it in front of you. They're always making candy, and it's really interesting to watch. So, in this video, it pretty much takes you through the heart of the city, so you can kind of see what it's like. And it doesn't take long. I mean, it goes down the main street. There are other streets to look through, but this video will take you pretty much through the centre, the main stretch. And I was lucky that I kept getting green lights pretty much the whole way through, which is very unusual. I had some music playing in the car while I was filming this. I think it was Aphex Twin, something from that album Drugs. It wouldn't be very good in a ASMR video, I don't think. As you can see, there are quite a few old buildings remaining, as you would see in pretty much every city. It's only a fairly recent, it's a young city, and but things are happening because there was the resources boom that brought a lot of money. Well, it was a very wealthy time. Not that a lot of people saw it, but if you're in the resources sector, you would have made a lot of money. But now and they started building a lot of stuff, like new buildings and roads and that. And now it only lasted for about 5 years or so, and now it's slowing down. So they've got all these projects that they started, but now they can't afford to finish, which is kind of bad. But this is the main street. I've lived here so long, I still can't remember what street is which is kind of bad. I think this is St. George's Terrace. I'm pretty sure it's the one with the main buildings, but that's nice one. Big church. And we are heading up to one of the main tourist attractions, Kings Park, which is located up at the end of this street. was pretty dangerous though, filming this and driving, because I kept looking at the camera to see if it was level. I've done quite a lot of drawing videos recently, and they take quite a long time to do, so I thought I'd get back to these videos where I'm just talking over footage, because they're so much easier to do and edit together. It was good on this day as well, because there wasn't much traffic. And lo and behold, a week later, I had the flu from walking around in the rain. I think that may have affected it. But there was also some other people that I've been in contact with who have been sick and have probably just caught it off them. But it's made for good whispering, as my voice has been pretty deep. It's been pretty deep. So I'm going to change pace a bit. We are up in Kings Park now, and it's a very beautiful place. It's one of the main tourist attractions if you ever come to Perth. I would highly recommend that you go to Kings Park, because it's just a beautiful place to walk through, and you can get a panoramic view of the city and the south and the river that separates the north and south, and you can see the ranges. I wouldn't call it a mountain because it's not. It's just like where you start going into the hills. You can see that. Yes, I love the rain so much. I'd like to do more of these kind of driving videos, but you tell me if you like it, and I'll do more if you want, if I get enough requests. So this is what winter looks like in Perth, and this is up the top of Kings Park, right near the War Memorial, and this is looking out onto the Swan River, and that's the city, the skyline of the city. So it's nicely laid out, I suppose, and lots of people hang around the river. That's where the fireworks happen and everything, like on Australia Day, and a lot of events happen on that stretch of land. As you can see, they're building a a key there, so they're gonna dredge the land or something, whatever you call it. They're gonna expand the lake. Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's gonna be a water area with all buildings around it. Yeah, I've seen a lot of cool events on the foreshore there. I've seen Cirque du Soleil. What was the last one? OVO. Oh, that was really good. That was really interesting to see, and I've seen Daft Punk play there before. That was awesome. I didn't pay to see that, I didn't even get in, but the fence wasn't that high, so I could see over the fence at the pyramid, and yeah, that was one of the highlights of my concert going live. Because I was a big fan of Daft Punk before they released their latest album. And you can see the buildings. They're not very big, as you know, compared to other cities. It's still a very small city. I'd say that it could benefit from a lot of tall skyscrapers. Just make it look a lot more interesting. But this is the view that you get from Kings Park. And I was getting... There weren't many people up there. On this day, I can tell you that. They've changed quite a lot of things around the city. Like they've put in underground train stations and stuff, because the traffic is ridiculous, and they're trying to encourage more people to take public transport. But now this is the War Memorial, and I've seen the Queen lay a wreath here before, and that was quite an experience. And it's this is where Anzac Day takes place, yearly tribute to the people who fought in the war, World War I especially. And it's one of the most popular places to visit. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.